Hi all, we are going to see how to use loops in robot framework. So there are different type of loop available in the robot framework. So let us see the first one, that is index loop. So index loop is a loop in any language we are using, like for I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. Okay, that is how we write in C. So if you want to print a value from 0 to 6, so in particular range, so we are going to say for your count, or say I. So this is your variable which is going to hold the value in the current loop in range. Okay, so in range 7 till 7 if I want to start. So it will start from 0 and it will go till 7. It's not going to take 7, but it will print 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and if you want to give a range, like it should not start from 0 but it should start from 3 to 10, so you can say 3 and then 10. So it will start from 3 and it will go till 10. Okay, so in next example, we are using a range loop, but we are using steps. So sometimes you want to skip some step. For example, in loop C, in C we are using I is equal to I plus plus. Instead of that we say I is equal to I plus 2. So what it does is it skips a step. So similarly we can do the same here, and additionally we are running the loop in reverse order. So we are starting from 10. Okay, we are going till 1, and we are adding a step of negative. Okay, that is minus 2. So it's gonna print minus 10, then minus 2 is 8, 6, 4, 2, and then that's it. Okay, because the range is only till 1, so it's not going to print 0. Another loop is advanced loop. So if you have a list, okay, and you want to iterate through it, and you don't want to use index. Okay, so you just want to iterate through the array, rather you don't want to bother about how many elements are there. Just whatever number of elements are there, you each element one by one. So to run through that kind of list, you need to say for this is going to remain constant. Okay, colon for, that is how you should write it. Then your variable which is going to hold the value from in the current iteration, and instead of in range you are going to say in. Okay, and your array out here, so in this case it is fruitless and you are just printing fruit. Okay, so it will print fruit one by one. So it will print cherry, then banana, strawberry, apple. Now in any loop, in any programming language, we come across this kind of scenario whether based on particular condition you want to exit the loop, or based on particular condition you want to just skip that particular value. I mean, you want to skip the execution from that point onwards and you want to go to next value. So those things are called continue and exit. So let us see if I want to use continue. So for that you say continue for loop if your condition is true. So if in this case, if it is if your current value is banana, so in this case if this checks, if it is banana, then it's not going to print banana here. Okay, and it will go to strawberry, so it will print cherry, strawberry, apple. Okay, if you are using continue. For exit, whenever it's going to find banana, it will exit. So this can be a situation like you have to find whether particular element exists in the array or not. So you have got 100 element, and on the 10th element you found whatever you are looking for. So in that case it doesn't make any sense to continue looking for other elements, because it's already there on the 10th element. So all you can say is exit for loop if your variable is equal to your desired item. In this case it is banana, so it will exit your for loop here. Okay. Another thing is multi-dimensional array. Let us not discuss it here because that's not actually possible. It's not supported by default. It's very tricky and it's very complex, so it's better not discuss in this session right now. Next is enumerated for loop. So sometime along with the array, so array list, you want to also print its number. Okay, so in the previous example, or let's take the current example, I have a list or I have an array which has this A, B, C, D, and I want also the index of that particular element. Okay, I want to print the index along with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say for index, and along with it I'm going to say item in enumerate list. So index is going to get started from 1, and then it will keep increasing the value. Okay, you don't have to do index index plus plus or like this. So as and when the new value comes, it's gonna increase the value automatically by 1. So you are going to see 1 AA, 2 BB, 3 CC, 4 DD. Okay, we are going to see the each and everything when we run the program with the example. Okay, multiple list. So this is very important feature when you want to iterate through multiple lists at the same time. So in real world, how we are going to come up this kind of situation? So you have a method or you have this kind of method which takes an argument, say employee, and then it says employee ID and name. Okay, and then it does something inside it, like it print EID, or it print ID and print name, or whatever it does. Okay, so in this case, if I have an array, okay, which has ID like 1 2 3 4, okay, and I have another ID which says who this employee is. So when I, and then Shilpa, Pooja and Ashwin. Okay, so you can use iterate through multiple array at the same time, and you can get the value of it, and you can use it. So if I want to use it out here, I can say whatever value I'm holding. So let us take an example. So in this case I have two lists. Okay, one is alphabet A B C D. Okay, both are twice, and then another list is capital letters. So I'm iterating through two loops at the same time. I mean two array at the same time in single loop. Okay, so in this case you are going to say for is going to be same, your variable which is going to hold the value for your first array, this is your second array, and instead of in or in range or anything, you are going to say in zip. Okay, this is the keyword you are going to use, and then your list 1 and list 2. So here you are going to use dollar. Okay, remember when you use array like this, you use dollar. And then log small and capital. So this is going to print AA is greater than BB. Okay, this is how it's going to print. And another way is you want to repeat just a simple keyword, like you don't want any loop. You are going to say, okay, click on something for 5 times. That's it. Okay, so you are going to say repeat keyword, and then how many times you want to repeat that. So in this case we are printing log repeated 5 times. Simple. Okay, so let's run the program and see each and everything with the example. So let's go on top. Okay, so here our array, that is in range array, that is starting from 0 and going till 7. So in this case 0 to 6, my bad. Okay, 0 to 6. Okay, next loop, it says start from 10 and go till 1 in a reverse order, and skip step by -2. So it will print 10 8 6 4 2, and it did not go till 0. Okay, because it's less than 1. Next is advanced loop, where it should print a cherry, banana, strawberry, apple. Okay, so there you go. It is printing cherry, banana, strawberry, apple. Okay, that is in a loop, advanced loop we can say. Next example was continue and exit. So I'm saying exit for loop. So if banana is found, it's not going to print strawberry and apple from that point. Okay, so it's only gonna print cherry, and then it's saying exiting loop. Okay, and then that's it. Okay, so it's not even printing banana, so it's exiting loop from this point onwards. And next is enumerate for. So in enumerate for, we are going to see how it prints the value, it prints the index along with the array list. So it printed A, B, C, D along with the index. So yeah, it start the index with 0. So my bad, I said it will start from 1. So it start from 0, 0A, 1 BB, 2 CC, 3 DD. Okay, so this is the example of it enumerate for. Here it is. Okay, there you go. Okay, so here you started index and then along with the item. And the final example was multiple list. If you want to iterate through multiple lists, so it's gonna give you the result like this. Okay, the value from first array, value from second array. Okay, value from second, value from first array, second value from second array, and so onwards. So that is how you can use for loop in a different way. And final thing was that we discussed was run keyword for. So here we're gonna print repeated for 5 times. So we'll see that 5 times here. It says repeating keyword round 1 out of 5, and it's printing this. So it's gonna execute till 5 times, 5 out of 5. So this is how loop used in robot framework. Thanks for watching the video.